Welcome, everybody. It is time for another week of MediaScope. I hope that you all are having a fantastic week. I see, we're going to do the magic mirror like romper room now. I see Levok and Mr. Bones in there. I see a mile in my shoes. What's going on? I see Alice, and I see, who else do I see down here? Cliffy. And, of course, my favorite, Claude Diamond. Sir, how are you? Oh, thank you, Pat Bar, PB. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And then TT is over on the Facebook Live side, and Anna and Deborah Koper. Hello, and Yolanda Lattimore. What's going on? Welcome, everybody, to the livest media party ever. This is MediaScope. My name is Tachi. I talk all about media, tech, and pop culture. And together, thank you. Oh, look at him. Apparently this week I'm not chopped liver because I've got sound effects. I've got clapter. Yes. Together, myself and my good friend and co-host and producer with the most, he's really the producer who I just kind of snatched into being the voice of the co-host, MC Curtis. Give it up for MC Curtis. What's going on, MC?
Hey, everybody. What's happening?
This never gets old. For those of you who have never heard this before, that is his excited voice. I mean, he is over the moon. In fact, it's a tad more excited than usual. Something must be good going on. What's going on, MC?
Yeah, my router's working now.
Okay, great.
I was telling you about the router issue.
You did. You were talking about that. So now you're like super enthused.
I am.
Well, so Levok says, MC Curtis, you're still in charge. He's not trying to fire you today, apparently. And Cliffy says, hey, Mr. Curtis enthusiasm.
Hey,
the mile is clapping. And History Needs You has joined. Good evening, big up mighty MC Curtis, says Matthew, all the way from the UK. And Anna, I'm so glad you love the earrings. Thank you. They were a gift. I always love to rock gifts. Thank you so much to the Zora who gave these to me. Thank you so much. James Davis from Buffalo, New York. Welcome. Thank you for being here. All right, let's see. Anna says, hey there, Tachi and MC Curtis. Gotta love a slow fade. I do. I love a slow fade. People, welcome. It's time for me to give you the hug and for us to get rocking and rolling because there is a lot going on. Now, you know what I'm going to start with. Levok knows it. Zakia Rigo, welcome and thank you for retweeting this on Twitter on the Periscope side. So you guys know, James, I'm glad it's your pleasure. I aim to please. So we're going to have a good time tonight as per usual. So thank you. Alizi, welcome for being here. Welcome for being here and thank you for being here. And thank you for the hug, Mile. All right. People, you know what the big story is, right? MC Curtis, do you know the big story?
Kitty cats, maybe? Kittens?
Oh, yeah, you know what? This is not a big story, but it is a story, and it's a sad one at that. So do you guys know who Bento the feline is? Usually we have our farewells. This time it's not a person, it's a cat. Keyboard Cat has passed away, ladies and gentlemen, and if you don't know who Keyboard Cat is, look above my right shoulder. That is Keyboard Cat. He played that song. Dun, 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 dun. You know it. You've heard it if you've ever watched a Pistachios commercial. Do you know Keyboard Cat, MC Curtis?
I've heard of him.
Okay, well, yes, History Needs You. The big story is Cambridge Analytica, but that's going to take time, so we're going to talk about Keyboard Cat right now. Can we have, if you're not familiar with Keyboard Cat, let's pay tribute. Could I please have video A, please? Video 1.
Too many teardrops for one heart to be crying. Too many teardrops for one heart to carry on. You're way on top now.
Okay. Yeah, so no, he did not die before the VHS days. This is Keyboard Cat. I think this is Keyboard Cat. This may be Keyboard Cat number 2, but this is Keyboard Cat. Bento. He was appearing in bed. So there was an original Keyboard Cat, and this is Keyboard Cat number 2, I believe. So Farewell, Bento. Yeah, he was during the VHS days, and he grew to fame during from YouTube, actually. So, yes, he was 2.0. Yeah, we'll miss Keyboard Cat. So, thank you, Keyboard Kitty, for giving us the laughs and playing, because I crack up every time I see. All I need is simple stuff. So, oh, you hadn't seen that one, Anna? Yeah, no, this is. Sean Tree, thank you. Welcome for being here. Welcome. Why am I saying welcome for being here? I guess I'm going to have to make a t-shirt that says welcome for being here and sell it for like $20 each. Okay,
Right.
Sean Tree, thank you for being here. Good to see you from Buffalo, New York. Actually went to high school with Sean Tree. So thank you. Hey, Elizabeth Unfiltered, otherwise known as Cherry Swirl Girl. Thank you for being here on the Periscope side. Good to see you. Okay, now the big story. You know what? Let's start. Some of you may be living under a rock and you're not quite sure what's happening with Cambridge Analytica and Facebook, or Facebook and Cambridge Analytica, whichever is first, but they're both equally guilty. Why don't we start with a video? Video one, please.
Video one?
Sorry, video two. Not that one, Curtis.
You don't, that's, yeah, sorry.
So you don't have a video from Fortune?
No, I have I have video three, which is New York campaign.
No. I have a video all about this thing.
No.
Levox says, Curtis, you're fired. So
I knew that was coming from him.
It was coming. Okay, so let's explain. For those of you that don't know, it was a nice video from Fortune.com that kind of explained the whole thing. So let me explain it. So basically, Cambridge Analytica is a political consultancy, a right-leaning political consultancy, and what they did is they acquired and misused personal data of tens of millions of Facebook users. So initially they said they were just taking the information for research purposes, which you are allowed to do. You are allowed to do that. But they not only did they do that, they held on to the data, did not delete it, and then it's passed now to third party. So, well, not only is it passed to a third party, it is now, they also took more data than they initially said they were going to. It was supposed to be a smaller number for research purposes, and what they did is 50 million, is it 50 million? Facebook users were affected by it because it was the original ones and their friends. So they collected data from the people who had opted into an app, and they were told by the app that they were using this for research purposes. So they opted into the app, and not only did they take their data, they took the information of their friends. So this is a huge case of data mining, a huge, terrible, shoddy case of this. And this is actually a UK-based company, Cambridge Analytica. Let's see. Read the terms of service, folks. And like that, you know what? And that is a valid point. We were talking about this on IG, on Instagram Live, that if you are not reading the terms of service, you are leaving yourself open to all these things. So there's no such thing as a free social app. You pay for it some way. In this case, you've now paid with your information. And I am one that likes to avoid using Facebook or other apps to sign into other sites. Do you do that, MC Curtis?
I actually do. Actually, quite a bit of the different applications that I use. I use to sign into Facebook. Yeah. Yeah,
they're like, oh, make it easy, sign in with Facebook, because they prey on our laziness. We are too lazy to use our emails to sign into and create a whole new account. So, oh, I already have an account on Facebook, so I'll do that. You know, you're leaving yourself open when you do that. So in any case, Prude Soar, hello, thank you for being here, my dear sister. And actually, why don't I sing it? Mark Ward, how are you? What are you asking me to sing? What are you asking me to sing? Oh, reenact the video for you. You wanted me. No, I cannot reenact it. I cannot. Let's see. Chantree says, wearing that Delta red lipstick. It's exclusive to Delta. No, this is available to anybody in the United States. Men, women, dogs, cats, anybody can get this Delta red lipstick. It is not exclusive to us, though we may act like we're the only ones that can have it. Evil Facebook, says Levoc. Too many dang passwords, says Zakia. I know, but now your information is out there. Would you rather have had another password? And you could use a password manager to help you. Told everyone, why does one person need to collect all your personal data? For evil, of course. Yep, nothing is free. Right, Chris? Nothing is free. Ladies and gentlemen, you always pay somehow, whether it's with your time or with your data,
Absolutely.
you are paid. Pat Barr, yes, keyboard cat. Well, oh yeah, not keyboard cat. He didn't pay with his data. Let's see. Anything you do online is subject to stealing, basically, says Elizabeth Unfiltered. Here's the thing. If you don't want people to know things, don't put it online. It is always susceptible to being hacked or stolen or copied in some way, shape, or form. Jay Russo, welcome. Thank you for being here on the Periscope side. Let's see. Tachi, Mark Ward said Tachi is collecting our information right now to market her lipstick. You know what? Don't play, Mark Ward, because I just might do that one day. I've already been tapped by Dr. Vibe to start a hat line. So, and that is kind of happening. Kinda. So, hey, Zaf, how are you? Welcome on the Facebook Live side. Okay, so Evil right out of Mr. Robot. This is what, hey, Dr. Vibe, what's going on? I just talked about you. Let's see. Or don't use your own name, etc. Exactly, Enlighten Up. The same thing. Don't use a moniker or an acronym or something. Any way that you can avoid that. This is if you want to be incognito. If you don't and you don't care, live it up. So let's see. Hayden is watching and collecting your info. Is he? Hayden is Levok's dog. So let me ask you. I asked on IG, how many of you are seriously thinking about deleting your Facebook account? And yes, I'm talking to you people on Facebook too. Are you thinking about deleting Facebook? Is this serious enough for you that you're like, you know what? I've had it. I do not want to be bothered with my data being mined, etc. Raise your hand. Yes, the hat line, says Dr. Vibe. Yes, the hat line. Frazier, welcome on the Facebook Live side. So let me know. Let's see. Celebs use screen names. They do. They absolutely do. Some of them have already been taken by unscrupulous people who want to be paid for them to use it as well. Let's see. And you are, Willard, blocked. Anyway, so let me ask you guys, what are you thinking about doing with Facebook? Or do you care? I really want to know. Let me know. Let's see. Yes, but then we pay for apps, says Pat Barr. We absolutely do. You cleaned up the apps it uses. I don't use apps through Facebook because they've always seemed shady to me and otherworldly, and I really want to do something else. I want you to play Farmville, but really I'm doing something else. So I've never liked the idea of using apps. Let's see. Not quite ready to leave yet, says Zakia Ringgold. Remember, Facebook owns Instagram too, absolutely, and WhatsApp, and some other things that are coming to light soon, probably. Zuckerberg, says Levok. Levok has been off. Cherry says, who was it? Cherry, was it you said you've been off for 8 years now? Let's see. Zepsan says, I am looking for other platforms. Yes, and Facebook account. Not yet. Okay. So Mark Ward says, if you're online in any capacity, chances are that it is already out there. It doesn't concern me. And remember, we just had this big Equifax breach. If you have credit, your name was there. So it was basically everyone. So your information is already out there. Not saying that it's right, but just know that you deleting Facebook is not going to delete the rapid amounts and huge amounts of information that is out there around you. Okay, that was you, Mile, off for 8 years. Okay, and you're just fine, although you are on Instagram, which is still Facebook. So, Alizi, welcome back. Okay, you said that. I know that owning Insta worries you. You should be worried. And there are all sorts of think pieces now about how the anti-democratic nature or how Facebook is a threat to democracy, etc. It's only a threat because we've allowed it to be a threat. How has it come this long where there is zero regulation for Facebook? And now this is the second major thing that we know about that has happened. The first being the election and Russia tampering, though it was not just Facebook, it was also other social platforms. How is this now just coming to light? How is this now just a problem that we're not just finding out about, but that we're doing something about? Now the Hill is vehemently upset, and we want Zuckerberg to. You weren't concerned before?
Right.
Let's see, must stop Facebook in a safe way, not just simply deleting folks. Yeah, because just deleting is not going to help. Let's see.
Maybe all this is fake news. It's not true.
See, we have a problem. It could be fake news. You're right. Gail Turner Brown, welcome. Thank you for being here on the Facebook side. So Fraser asks, how much does this really affect us? And he's not going to delete Facebook. You know, at the end of the day, it's all possibility. This is not saying that tomorrow someone is going to use your information to do something unscrupulous or to spam you with messages about the latest person running. That it may not be tomorrow. The fact is that the information is there and it could be used in ways that are unscrupulous. And I think that's where the problem is. So how much does it affect us? There's always a possibility it could affect us. It could be a little, it could be a lot. We don't know until something is actually done with it. Let's see. Let's see. So, what's enlighten up? You're saying ask Rob Music. Yeah, Rob does these fantastic scopes, and he was talking about this the other day. This whole thing, and Facebook. All of this, of course, it is a threat. It is a threat, but to me, to the extent we don't know how much of a threat. Of course, it could be a huge threat, but we don't know. At the end of the day, it's on you. So you cannot wait for companies to keep you safe. You have to do it yourself because they're not going to do it unless forced to do it. So it's up to you. You could use something like a VPN to keep your information private when you're surfing the web. You can be really incognito when you're not, by not signing into things through third parties, not using apps. Let's see. Pat Barr says, would I pay $9.99 a month for Facebook if they don't sell your info? That is a good question. There was another number that was thrown around, something like $30. Would I? That's a good question. I guess it would be me deciding for myself personally whether or not I'm getting enough value out of Facebook to warrant me just not leaving altogether.
So how do you verify that they're not selling your information even after you've paid the money?
You don't verify that they're not paying you for that. That's the thing. You could say that. They said that information, they were told by Cambridge Analytica that this information, that they deleted the information, and they did no follow-up or anything to check that this is the case. So anybody can tell you any number of things. You don't know. You absolutely don't know. So Miles says, hell no, she will not. Let's see. Go offline and wrap your head in tinfoil so they can't read your thoughts. That's Levoc, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. I figured that.
Maple, how are you? But how and do you trust that? No, I don't, because you've already lied a few times, so why would I trust that? Not sure. Says G. Garcia, hey, what's going on? So let's look at Facebook. Gail Turner Brown says stop clicking on everything. Yeah. That's what it amounts to. You really basically have to be off the grid and offline to not have your information out there. And that's in a lot of different ways, because remember, even email is not 100% safe. Right. Even email is not 100% safe. They use all sorts of things to determine. I mean, if you use something like a Gmail, or you use something like if anybody still uses Yahoo Mail, if you use things like this, you see all sorts of targeted things geared towards you based off of email. Right. So you just have to be offline altogether if you want that to be the case. Joseph, hello, block Facebook, Messenger, and Twitter. Okay, so you don't use it at all, it seems. All right, so it seems I still don't have 100% answer to the question of who's going to delete Facebook. There's a few people who said no. There's a few people who said they would like to but aren't quite sure what their alternatives are. Let's see. Defensive sources on whatthezuck.net, Rob's website. Thank you, Enlighten Up. Yes, he's actually quite knowledgeable. So if you want information on this, he is a good person to go to. And he scopes just about every night. Let's see. I mean, most do their taxes online, and that's all the info. You're right, Mile, absolutely. Araya, welcome on Periscope. It's all over. All of our info is out there. It absolutely is. I mean, even unless you were born 2 minutes ago, and even then, they've started to compile information about you.
Right.
So let's see. Take the 10-day no Facebook challenge. See, here's the thing. It's very easy for us to say don't or let, or in fact, there is a hashtag that was actually, so the big thing is, since I don't have the video, besides this being the story, the big thing is Facebook stock price is down way more than 12% since this report came out. So they've lost about 30 billion in valuation. They are now facing crackdowns from regulators in the U.S. and Europe. Oh, thank you, Enlighten, for putting that up there. A dossier is on us all. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's about can't delete yet, says Araya. Okay, good. Here's the thing. It's very easy for us to say stop, don't use it. The challenge is not the challenge, but the hashtag delete Facebook. That's the hashtag that's out there. That's the hashtag that has been trending. Mark Z will be on CNN tonight, finally, out of hiding. Very good. Very good. I'm sure he was getting himself together with what the hell he was going to say, because what the hell do you say? You've already been warned once because of the whole Russia interference thing. You've been and not doing anything. You've been warned once. So now, and again, this has probably been close to a year that they've had this information and have sat and done nothing on it. This is the problem. I understand everything is hackable. Things can happen regardless of what kind of system. If they can hack the government, you think they can hack Facebook? Absolutely. The problem is your response to the whole debacle. That's the problem. Let's see.
Tati,
Miles says, Lord, go ahead.
do you think that the board is ready to get rid of Zuckerberg?
Oh, no.
You don't think so?
No.
Interesting.
No. This is not a Travis Kalanick case. Mm-hmm. This is, I don't think, and it's funny you ask that because I was asking myself, would they get rid? It's not at that point yet. Okay. It's not at that point yet. If they weren't ready to do something when it came to the whole Russia interference thing, I don't think right now they're ready. They're going to do anything. There may be, I don't even want to say there's going to be a restructuring.
Right.
If you want to know what I think, it's going to be business as usual and them just dodging.
Yeah.
I don't know what real change is going to happen. Let's be clear.
Interesting.
And now Levock is firing Zuckerberg, okay, instead of Curtis.
That's good. Somebody else gets it.
But you'll be back soon. So let's see. His attorney, his risk manager, and his publicist, are going to be on he was conferring with them. Let's see. He left his Paradise Island made of money. Yeah, exactly. Rob will be teaching a safe email class scope soon. Very good. Very good. And he's very knowledgeable about that. So, no problem, Mile. Let's see. He controls more votes than shares because of proxy system. Araya, great point. Mm-hmm. I thought they got rid of some chief security guy. Now, see, this is the thing. I don't know if they yes, he's gone, but I think he was going to leave anyway. I'm hearing two different things. So I don't know that it seems like this comes at a convenient time, but I think he was slated to leave anyway. So this probably just makes it bigger. So Gail Turner Brown says it took him long enough, and I don't trust her. Sheryl Sandberg, yeah, she seems a little shady. It took Mark long enough to speak up. Absolutely, it took him too long. Why don't people use good PR? I don't understand. Good PR is everything. Scapegoat. Yeah, Levock, exactly. I think he was going to leave anyway. So I don't understand why these companies don't use good PR. Facebook, if anybody, you need to have the top PR firm on your side. And here's the thing. This is to all of these companies that are dealing with our data, that are dealing with the public trust. If something goes wrong, take the heat at the time it happened. You need to take the minute to investigate and see what's up so you don't make misstatements. Confer with PR people because most of the time they're not going to steer you in a bad direction. And then hurry up as soon as you can. Within a week, get on and say something about what has happened. Because if you wait a year, you've eroded the public trust. Nobody trusts you now, Facebook. Come on, let's use a little bit of common sense, as my mother likes to say. FTC should be issuing fines. Oh, that hopefully is going to come. Thank you for inviting followers, G. Garcia. And, okay, I'm going back. All right, so, and did I miss anything on Facebook? No, I don't think I did. Okay, so, we're going to wrap this up. Unless anybody has anything, MC Curtis, is there anything else you'd like to say to the good people at Facebook or about Facebook?
No, you did a great job.
Okay, thank you. I didn't do I just put it out there. It's the audience that's doing this job talking about it. So let's see. The federal government needs to find Facebook. They absolutely need to find Facebook. And if they don't, I'm going to be wondering what's going on, or is this just going to be business as usual? And I somehow think it's going to be business as usual. I'm not okay. If we look at now Uber and we look at okay, they ousted Travis Kalanick. He just now has invested $50 million in another company. He's not learned anything from. So here's the thing: these CEOs, whatever kind of wrong that they do, or these founders, you get ousted, you go away with a big severance package, and you get to do something else. So business as usual, if you ask me. Hey, lights out. FB is a hack's paradise. You're right. Send Zuckerberg to Club Fed. He's not going. You might want that, but he's not going. He is not going. I am sorry to disappoint you all. He will see no jail time for this. He will not suffer any repercussions for this. Even if in some off-universe, alternate world, they ask him to step down, he's not going to suffer. So, once again, enough of Zuckerberg. We've spent enough time. There's a lot about this. All you have to do is Google the. Here I go, Google. All you have to do is look this up on a search engine, and you will find a lot of information about this. G. Garcia, welcome back. Okay. Sean Tree says, look past the smoke screen. Absolutely. There's always a smoke screen, and we fall for it every time. We're just as blind. Mark Ward says, nothing happened to Equifax. Why should Facebook be different? Exactly. I don't trust any of these people to punish the players properly. And as such, so I think the public feels that too. They're just like, meh. People are angry, but they're like, meh, because there's never any punishment. So you get used to business as usual. Anyway, hey, Zuckerberg, go bye forever. He's not going to Levoc. Levoc is the self-proclaimed I hate Zuckerberg brigade. So Alta Vista, oh my gosh, you didn't go to Alta Vista, did you? Or what was the other one? Netscape. Netscape was actually a browser, but they did have a search engine in it. So anyway, Lights Out says if you gotta delete Facebook, what's in there will never go away. Stop feeding them your info. Yeah, so even if you ask them to delete it, your info is still there. Please don't think that because you delete something, it's not out there. This is why, again, what you don't want out there in the ethers, do not put in the ethers. That picture of you in a bunny suit from that you don't want out there, don't put it in the cloud because somebody will find it.
Right.
That picture of you eating the competitors' hamburgers, don't put it out there because somebody can get to it. Netscape is so 1995. All of this is so 1995. I'm like, I would have thought better of us at this point. Anyway, let's move on. Can I have a photo too? So speaking of people who are doing badly, let's talk a little bit about Weinstein. He doesn't deserve me to say his name properly. Weinstein. So anyway, you know that Weinstein filed for Chapter 11. They filed for bankruptcy. And there are some names on this list. Ask Jeeves. Oh my goodness, you all. I can't. Sean Tree says, I guess we could go back to AOL instant messaging. Hey, I still have AOL. Shut up, Curtis. Anyway.
Right.
Be quiet, Curtis. I hear you. So anyway, you're seeing David Bowie and Malia Obama and President Obama. This is because Weinstein Company owes their list of credit. They owe David Bowie money. They owe Malia Obama money. Remember, she was an intern there. They owe Quentin Tarantino, Kevin Smith, and Dame Judi Dench. There's actually a 394-page list of people that the Weinstein Company owes.
Wow.
They owe some money. Yeah. Well, think about it. Let's see. When you are a production company, you're not paying for things outright. Right? There are a lot of different ways that people do it. They do barter. They do after the fact. So if you're not getting your money up front, that means you're owing people. Right. So I'm like, well, if you have 394 pages of people that you owe,
jeez,
did you ever pay your bills?
Right. I think I might be on that list. Jeez.
See, This is how rumors get started, okay?
How do you?
But if you are, good for you, but don't expect to get your money back.
How do you check? Is there like a hashtag?
Trust me, you are not on this list.
Check Weinstein list? Hashtag check.
You are not on this list. You are not on this list. Also, okay, Boris Becker is on this list. Ryan Coogler, who of course is the director and one of the writers for Black Panther. Daniel Radcliffe, Robert De Niro, Darlene Love, and they're actually, well, you know what? Here's the thing. You may be on it. You can actually check the list. If you go to, I think it was Deadline Hollywood. If you go to Deadline Hollywood and look for this article, it is look for bankruptcy and revealing the list. So Deadline Hollywood, or you could actually simply Alta Vista it, and you will be able to find this list. And if you find your name on there, don't forget about the little people at MediaScope who make you smile and laugh every Wednesday. Okay, I missed some comments, but I will go back to them once I'm able to. Deborah, welcome. Deborah Mariner Hubbard, good to see you. And thank you for being here, too, on the Facebook Live side. Let's see, did I miss anything? No. All right, so let's keep going. Could I have photo 3? Hated is on the list. They owe him. It's your dog. See, everybody's going to be trying to look and see if they're on this list. You are not on the list. I'm just saying. Okay, so Cheddar. Do you guys know this? If you don't know Cheddar, it is an amazing news site, really geared towards millennials. It's a news site, but it's also a channel. So they stream live on Periscope. They stream live on Facebook. They've got free channels over the top, like you could get it through Roku, etc. It is great. Let's see. Rob prefers startpage.com as Google proxy for search. See, you are a Rob aficionado. That is very cool. So thank you. Alizi, thank you for inviting followers. Good to have you here again. Good to have you here again. Okay, so Mark Ward says, did you hear that Tachi worked with people from Weinstein Company? Pass it on. See, that's how rumors get started, Mark Ward. I wish I did. Maybe then they would owe me some money from afar. But it seemed like a nightmare to work for. And it's a shame. So they have raised $22 million in Series D funding, and they plan to launch a second news network and expand globally. Cheddar, you agreed to watch it? I don't know. But that's a good question. So they're planning for global expansion. After raising $22 million in Series D funding, led by existing investor Rain Ventures. Very cool. So as of the latest round of funding, the company has a valuation of $160 million, and they're going to launch a second live news network focused on general news as well as to fuel international expansion. Very cool. Now, I love Cheddar. I think they do a great job. I love the fact that they have a lot of young anchors and that they're drawing in millennials because, to be honest, millennials are not interested in news, and I can fully understand why. Most of the news that we have these days can be rubbish. But I think Cheddar does a great job, especially with like tech news, et cetera. So check it out if you haven't, Cheddar. And it's completely, well, I shouldn't say completely free. Somebody pays for it. And you pay for it with your time. So, very cool, Cheddar. Could I have photo 4, please? Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at now is the world's smallest computer. IBM is set to launch the world's smallest computer. This is tinier than, well, I wouldn't say it's tinier than a grain of salt. This is small, but they have one that's smaller, that's going to be tinier than a grain of salt. And there's a picture of it sitting on top of a little pile of salt.
Wow.
This is already small, but imagine. As small as a grain of salt. So it's the word, but if you inhale, that's it. It's in you.
So is that the purpose of it?
Well, there are all sorts of things that it can be used for. They've developed this to be used as part of some other bigger things, obviously. So allegedly, it's smaller than a grain of salt, and it has the equivalent computing power as the x86 machine from the 90s. So for its size, that's pretty good. So you might also need a microscope to view it because it's difficult to see with the naked eye. So it's the iPod Micro, right? Right? And then they're not putting that in my body, just FYI. Well, see, here's the thing. Again, when it comes to technology, it is something that is interesting because It could be used to regulate systems. It could be you picture having that in instead of a whole huge pacemaker if they're able to do something with it. Right? Picture being able to see what's wrong with your digestive system or monitor your digestive system using this. And then obviously you would pass this out after. But I don't like the idea of it being in my body. I get, Levox says he loved cheddar and salami on rye. I can't.
You can, Tachi, you can literally inhale that thing and not even know it.
You can, exactly. Enlighten says inhale equals nanotechnology. Yeah, you can inhale it and this is why I said inhale. There is an artist who actually carves on grains of salt. Have you ever seen that, Curtis?
I have not seen that. I've seen the rice.
Sorry, grains of rice. Sorry, not salt. Grains of rice, yes. And one time he just inhaled once, okay? So if this is smaller than a grain of rice, I could actually absolutely see that happening.
Wow.
I can absolutely see that happening. Let's see. But the original chip was huge. Okay, let's see. And the PCB was huge, right? The x86 was the 80s, wasn't it? So long ago. The 90s, absolutely. History needs you. Read the ingredients, folks, right? x86 chips were used in the Patriot defense systems. So, yeah, it has the power of that. And so the artist lives in Birmingham. You've met him. Okay, great. Yes. He's amazing. I think he does amazing things. So picture this being smaller than that. And so they're going to be able to do all sorts of things with it. So again, it would be able to monitor, analyze, communicate, and act on data according to IBM. And they're working on it as a prototype, so don't expect it to be available to the market anytime soon. Let's see. So it is what it is. And Anna makes a good point. This would make drones even smaller and lighter. Exactly. Do they still have that difficult to mine metal in it, says Anna? Good question. I don't know what it's made of. I'm sure they're trying to upgrade the materials that original nanotechnology is made of. Carved sculpture within the eye of a needle. Yes, I've seen all sorts of things that he does. He is absolutely amazing. All right, so that is nanotechnology for you. Don't inhale it and look for it to be coming to an innard near you. I said innards.
Innards.
I like the word innards. I don't know why. Oh, Enlighten Up, thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, Pastor Monique. How's it going? Welcome. You know what? I haven't introduced myself in a minute. Some of you don't know who the hell I am, but perhaps I'll introduce myself at this time. My name is Tachi. I'm a media professor, a filmmaker, a media content producer, and a journalist. And this is MediaScope. What happened?
I don't know.
Okay. The picture went away. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Just making sure you're all right. Pastor Monique, thank you for inviting followers and sharing this out on Twitter. I so appreciate when you guys do that. By the way, guys, I don't ever look at my hearts or anything. Oh, thank you, Dr. Tachi. That's me. I don't ever look at my heart count or anything. Too late. I'm past 1 million hearts now. I had no clue it. I don't know when it happened, but thank you. I appreciate
Congrats.
you on Periscope. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know that it means any damn thing, but thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, Pastor Monique, I know. I haven't seen you in a while, but I am so glad you're here. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for the hearts, a mile in my shoes. All right. And thank you for the super heart, Pastor Monique. Yay. All right. So let's go to video 5, shall we? Photo 5. You have video 2, yes?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Video 2 is Instagram, yes?
It is.
All right. Let's show video 2. Here we go. Now you're probably asking, what the hell was this? I'm about to tell you what that was. Instagram has confirmed to TechCrunch that they are trialing a regram option, which reshares a permanent and publicly available post to the app's stories feature. So now you can reshare to stories. Well, they're testing this. So these are several screenshots that had been submitted to TechCrunch showing what it's going to look like. Yes, IG, IG to Instagram. Now shopping enabled. Yes. Yes, so all sorts of things are happening with Instagram stories. They're not only trying to amp up Instagram, but also these stories feature, and this is one of the things that they're looking to do. So an Instagram spokesperson talked to TechCrunch, and they said that they're constantly striving for new ways to make it easier for users to share any moment with friends on their platforms. So this is what it is. So far, it's just a small a small group of guest users that are testing these, and so this is how it works. You activate Regram by selecting any permanent public Instagram post and then tapping a button to embed it into stories. Yes, it is Zuckerbook 2. You're right, exactly, Enlightened. So for those of you that are thinking, oh, well, I'm just going to quit Facebook and I'll use Instagram, remember, that is Facebook as well. So as is WhatsApp. They just have too many apps that we use. And I was going to say this before, but in terms of the Facebook thing, it's very easy for those of us, who don't use it for business, et cetera, to say, oh, well, I'm just going to forget about it. There are still a lot of people that use it for business, that use Instagram for business, and it's made a major part of their business. So it's not that easy to quit. There has to be some pretty strong alternatives to get a business who's doing well with Facebook ads or Instagram ads to stop doing that. So you do have to step mindfully. But, that the alternatives for some people really don't fly. So it's really easy for us to say it. As individuals, it's easier for us to do it than as businesses. But there are ways. All right. Why can't I quit you, Mark Ward? I can't wait to meet you in person, Mark Ward. Anna says it would be nice if they had a repost button in the app instead of having to access another app to get there. Amen, because right now you still have to use third-party repost apps. I don't understand why they don't have their own. But for now, it's working for these apps until Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp decides they want their own proprietary thing. Let's see. Anna says he was likely taking down CG to place emphasis back on your lovely face. Just a guess. No, that wasn't it, Anna. Thank you, though. Thank you for trying to defend MC Curtis. That wasn't it, though. Don't try and use sound effects now to help your cause. Too late. Curtis, too damn late. So Leibach has now made a hashtag send Zuck to Club Fed. He is going to have that trending so quickly on Twitter. Pastor Monique says, I'm wanting to learn how to make Facebook and IG be effective marketing for my biz, as are a lot of people, because you have access to many, many people on Facebook and many, many people on Instagram. So it is, yeah, Curtis is trying to get cute. You're not slick. So it is understandable. So that's why it's not so easy for businesses to just go cold turkey and quit. Mark Ward says, oh, sure, they talk about opioid addiction, but never mention Tachi. Am I that addictive, Mark Ward? I'm glad I am, but it's a good addiction. It's a good addiction. Okay, people, let's get off of Instagram and on to, because we've got 15 minutes left, and I appreciate you sticking in and hanging in with me that far. Let's see, how do I do that? Do I have any pointers? Yeah, actually, you know what? Pastor Monique, are we connected on Twitter? Get at me on Twitter, and I will actually talk to you about about all of this, because I do work with that. So just go ahead and DM me on Twitter, and I will be happy to talk to you. And we can even have an in-person, not an in-person, but an on-the-phone conversation or Skype or something if you would like.
At your AOL?
Leibach, isn't there something you'd like to say to MC Curtis?
Absolutely
Please?
Not.
Please. Oh, my name on Twitter is exactly the same as it is on Periscope, at Tatiana. So, in fact, anybody can reach me that way. So make sure, tweet me, and then let's make sure we're following each other. That's the only way you can DM people, if you're following each other. So make sure you do that, because I would love to take some time to talk to you about that. Levok, I'm waiting. Isn't there something you'd like to say to MC Curtis? I'm waiting. Yes. He said, Curtis, shut up. And wouldn't you like to remove his employment, Levok, please? Nope. Slick Curtis, we're going to call him now. They're going to call you Slick Curtis, according to Mile. Curtis, invoke your right to silence. Thank you. See, Levok is on my side, even if you're not, MC. Anyway, all right, so let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. We've got so many people in here, and we have about 12 minutes left, so let's make it. You'll DM me when Rob schedules his safe emails. Go, great. I love to watch Rob, so please do. Please do. And it's so hard to break this addiction, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? This social media is really an addiction, and not, personally, but also for business, and it's become such a part of our lives. And I actually have to use this because I teach this, so I can't not use it. Really interesting. Yeah. All right. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is really interesting, too. Speaking of interesting, could I please have photo 6? You all have had to have heard about this. Kiwa Jodo, what's up? Oh, Levok, Rob talks all about internet safety, etc. Enlighten Up could do a better job of talking about what he does. So we all know this is Miranda Hobbs from Sex and the City. Lovely dress she has on. Her name actually is Cynthia Nixon. Thank you, Enlighten Up. Cynthia Nixon is running for the governor of New York. So there's not going to be there's not going to be a Sex and the City 3, clearly. Or is there already a Sex and the City 3 and we're on 4? I don't know. But for those of you that were looking for Carrie, Miranda, Charlotte, and the other one, Samantha, to come back and grace you with their Sex and the City presence, it may not be happening if she wins as governor of New York. Could I please have video 3?
Over there? Oh, yeah.
New York is my home.
How you doing?
I've never lived anywhere else.
Yeah.
When I grew up here, it was just my mom and me in a one-bedroom, fifth-floor walk-up. New York is where I was raised and where I'm raising my kids. I'm a proud public school graduate and a prouder public school parent. I was given chances I just don't see for most of New York's kids today. Our leaders are letting us down. We are now the most unequal state in the entire country, with both incredible wealth and extreme poverty. Half the kids in our upstate cities live below the poverty line. How did we let this happen? I love New York. I've never wanted to live anywhere else, but something has to change. We want our government to work again on health care, ending mass incarceration, fixing our broken subway. We are sick of politicians who care more about headlines and power than they do about us.
It can't just be business as usual anymore. If we're going to get at the root problem of inequity, we have to turn the system upside down. We have to go out ourselves and seize it. This is a time to stick our necks out, to remember where we came from. This is a time to be visible. This is a time to fight.
I'm Cynthia Nixon. I'm a New Yorker. And together, we can win this fight.
Well, she's running for governor. She is That was quite a spirited speech she gave. She isn't, and I'm not saying she's acting, but she is an actress, so it's very easy to give these types of soliloquies. I don't know. Is anybody else here from New York State? I'm from New York State, and I think this is very interesting. So Mile had said earlier, glad she's running, but I don't see a win. Yeah! Against Cuomo and $30 million? I'm not sure. Claude says, you taxed me so much I moved from NYC to Colorado. Let me tell you, New York will tax you up the wazoo. New York State has so many taxes, it's incredible. Let's see. A local politician used you as a young kid. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wow. Let's see. I don't even live in New York, but she makes me want to vote for her. Okay, so you would vote for her. So, again, I usually don't do political things, but this is media related, definitely, because of the fact that she comes from the acting world. I had no clue she had any political aspirations at all, but this is not the first time that we've had somebody that is a celebrity or somebody that's an actor that has gone into politics. We can count all the numerous times and the numerous fails. Just say, let's see, imagine in New York, a governor who knows the subway exists. Right, Cliffy?
That's
Look, basically, she's the fix the subway candidate too. But okay, the subway is over 100 years old. Actually, Chicago. You're from Chicago, MC. How old is Chicago's subway?
I don't know. It's old, but yeah, it works though.
And that was very helpful. Yeah. Anyway,
too many challenging questions.
Challenging?
Yeah.
Well, it's over. I think Chicago's subway is older than New York's, I think. So, both of them are 100 years old. Let's see. So, Mariner says the current president has made everyone think they run for office and turn the system upside down. You know what, Deborah? That is an excellent point. Excellent point on Facebook Live. The fact that now, because it didn't start with him. Obviously, there have been other people that have run for office that have been in the entertainment realm on all levels of office. However, this is the most prominent. Although Reagan was an actor and went to politics and went through the ranks, but this is the first time this is somebody who has not gone through the ranks, has no experience. Never mind, I'm just going to stop because this could easily become a political scope and we don't want that. Let's see, you don't even have subways, only in your imagination. Pastor Monique, where do you live? Are you in Paducah, Kentucky? Let me know. There are no subways there, and not to be funny. Anyway, so let's see, I live in Louisiana. Okay, there you go. What does that tell you? Are you in New Orleans? I love New Orleans. She will have to have a lot of money. That is the thing, Crispy. She's up against the incumbent governor, Cuomo. Jeez. Now, I keep wanting to say Mario Cuomo. Mario Cuomo was his father. I can't remember his name, but she's up against Cuomo, and he's working with $30 million there. She would have to raise a lot of money for this to be effective. Shreveport. Okay, you're in northern Louisiana. Okay, there are dozens and dozens that have had before. Absolutely. So, you know what? Let's never say never because we're all, oh, this person will never win. Nobody will be stupid enough to vote for person A.
Right. Look where we're at now.
Poor America. Anyway.
Look what you done did now. Look what you done did now.
You see what you done did? You see? And it's because we are like, while we're sitting there laughing, drinking our tea, like, cheering, look at this. And then they sneak. I'm just saying, don't ever sit on your laurels. She's up against New York royalty. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? And New York royalty who can speak Spanish, but, well, Cuomo spoke Spanish really, really well. Bloomberg, even though he was the mayor of New York, he had the worst Spanglish ever, but he tried. All right, so that's it. That's the news. All right, 4 minutes. Cynthia Nixon is running for governor. We'll see what happens. All right, I have a very interesting video. Could we have video 4, please? I hope it's the right one.
It's the right one.
People, if you can't find a date because you can't connect with anyone and you have a great love of Yeezy and all things Kanye West, this dating app is for you. Yeezy Dating. My head is starting to hurt. I don't even know what to say. Kanye West has a huge cult following. It's a cult following, but it's huge. Can you stop clearing your throat? He has a cult following. As off as he may be, it is so. Now, this is not coming necessarily from his camp. This is like a third party, but it's for fans. Yeezy's biggest fans go all out when it comes times for this. So now there is a Yeezy dating site. It is being launched to allow, quote, fellow stans to find love rooted in their mutual respect of Yeezy. It's supposed to premiere in March, and it laments itself as a dating site for fans of the genius Mr. Kanye. That horn is appropriate. The genius Mr. Well, you know what? I don't want to doubt his genius. He is a brilliant musician. But Natalie Crew is rolling her eyes. Natalie Crew, welcome, Troublemaker number 1. Your friend, Levi, Troublemaker number 2, is in here. Hot Dog LA, my good friend from Los Angeles. Fantastic. Cliffy Ladd says, I'm going to let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the greatest dating sites of all time. You win a prize for that one, Cliffy Ladd. Anna says, this could go so wrong so quickly. I agree. Mark Ward, going back to Cynthia Nixon, says, I doubt that Putin wants Cynthia to win. Probably not. You're right. You're right. Mark Ward says the Chicago L. That's right, Mark Ward. You're from Chicago too. The L has been around since the late 1800s. Yes, so it does predate New York. I was pretty sure that Chicago was first. Better name, Yeezy Dating. Oh, Mr. Jennings, welcome, and thank you for the super heart. I love that you're here, sir. Love that you're here, and we've got a good crowd in here today. So let me take this opportunity to say thank you for watching. My name is Tachi. I'm a media professor, a filmmaker, a media content producer, and a journalist. You are watching MediaScope. Which is me and MC Curtis, and the Peanut Gallery, which is our audience. We talk all about media, tech, and pop culture. And I have to say, this is the most brilliant audience ever. You all are so wise and have so much information, which is what makes it great. So I'm not teaching. It's a teaching and learning. Yeah, wow, yes, MC Curtis, trying to redeem himself from earlier. But yes.
I am.
Lemonade.dating is the Beyonce dating site. Hot Dog LA, are you for real, or are you saying this is what should happen? Somebody in the Beehive will make it. Spade of Aces, welcome. Thank you for being here on the Periscope side. Okay, so let's I think I have. Okay, so let me just finish this up. This got its beginning as a crowdfunding site by a 21-year-old Yeezy fan named Harry Dry. Interesting name. So, all right. You need to find love, and you love Yeezy. This might be for you.
Yeah, think of Harry Dry.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
Oh my God! Oh, my head hurts. I can't. Kiwa Jonah, you are a chief member of the Peanut Gallery. Thank you for being here. Approved Dreams, thank you for being here. My new app, McCurtis.dating. For people who love excitement, right? Okay, one more story because it is 7:01, and I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of you being here.
That's hilarious.
I know, right? Okay. So, guys, in case you are interested and you are still on a high from, could I have photo 10 really quickly? Because I'm going to do 2 more. So, in case you're still on a high from Black Panther, which I still absolutely am, you can get more. Marvel has relaunched their animated Black Panther series, and you can watch it for free on the Black Marvel, on the Marvel YouTube site, Tachi.dating. You know what? That's too much work for me. I can't match people up. I'm like, you look like you fit, and it would be a terrible match. Don't ask me. Let's see, Curtis only dates for 1 hour on Wednesday.
Let me guess. Who is that? Levi.
I know it wasn't Levi. I'm going to tell you. It was Kiwa Jodo. Kiwa Jodo, you are soon in the running to be troublemaker number 3.
Right.
You're in the running. Spade of Aces, yes, Wakanda forever. So if you're interested in that, there are the videos, and they're about 19 minutes each, so they're about 120 minutes in total, and it's based off of the live action. So they've re-released it, so if you are interested in it, go ahead and watch it. I started watching it but didn't have time. Go to the Marvel YouTube site and you can watch Black Panther. Does the L train go to Wakanda? Oh, I wish. I wish.
Right.
So now the last thing for real. Can I have photo 11? Today on Why the Hell Would I Buy This? Gucci is busy designing clothes. You see this, you think it's a really sleek handbag. It is not. They're putting a spin on everyday items. This is set to hit the market. It is their pastel pink rubber ice bucket. Perfect for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, I guess. It's part of their Spring-Summer 2018 collection. There you get the brand's logo. I don't know if you can really see it. Yeah, you can see the Gucci on it. Can I tell you how much it costs? This damn ice bucket costs $949. No, it is an ice bucket. $949
That must be
American dollars. Yeah, you would think it's a joke. It's not a joke.
Wow.
It is weird, right? Hi, Rich is me, 101. So it is weird. Anna says, okay, that it sounds like something to binge watch. The Black Panther. Yeah, you could binge watch it. You could actually probably do it in one sitting. She said, we're being so good right now. Anyway, Pastor Monique says that's Satan.
It is.
It is. If this is the doing of some evil spirit. Hot Dog LA said it's good for the beach. Look, if I spend $900 and something on a beach, this thing is not touching sand. Keeps ice cold for 48 hours. It's made of rubber. I don't think it keeps ice cold at all. It is a rubber. Look, it does look like a trash can that I had back in the day.
I thought it was a purse.
It's supposed to look like a purse. It's supposed to look like a handbag.
Oh.
It's pastel pink, but this is an ice bucket. If any of you have the funding to buy this, I will quickly open up a GoFundMe for MediaScope, and you could donate to us instead. Your gift of $949 could feed MC Curtis and I for a whole year. Claude Diamond says he uses leftover Safeway bags. And, I don't know why, guys, but that is my signal to get off, because now my Facebook has shut down. So I can't see your comments. Or was that me being punished for soliciting? Anyway, hold on, guys. Because I want to sign off properly. Let me get back to Periscope. I don't know, it just shut down. But remember it used to do that before?
Yeah, I do.
It's a Periscope thing. It really is a Periscope thing. So I am going to come back in so that I can sign off properly. Deborah Mariner Hubbard says $900 for plastic. No, rubber. Difference. Rubber is a natural thing. Although plastic is natural too, because it comes from oil. But in any case, let me find me so that I can sign off properly. And here I am. Okay. Come on. Okay. It's starting to come. I don't know why. All right, guys. So that's it. It is now 7:06. You all have spent a perfectly good hour here when you could have been doing something else. So I so appreciate you. Thank you so much. Plastic buckets, people starving, and we're making $1,000 plastic buckets. You're right. We have misplaced energy, and I want to see who is going to buy this. Who is going to buy? I know nobody here because we all have sense. But don't let me catch you at a party and you have this Gucci ice bucket. I will shout you out on social media with no problem. I'll write on my phone, Gucci on my phone cooler, right? Exactly. In fact, I'll write my name. My name is better than Gucci, right? Write your own name. I've never been a fan of having somebody else's brand all over me anyway, so that would not work. Let's see. Oh, Kiwajodo said this is made from Kardashian hide. This is terrible. The bucket is in the mail. That's Claude Diamond. Okay, guys. You know what? I'm going to give you another hug for being such an awesome audience today, and we're going to hit it. Anything else you want to say, MC?
Oh, great show.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. And I need to drink some water because I'm feeling parched. So with that, I'm going to sign off, say I thank you for watching. I love you for watching. I bid you adieu. MC Curtis and I are going to exit stage left. We'll see you next week. Bye.